Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. This is the 4th time I've tried to record this video in the last half an hour. My kids are crazy me right now. So anyway, I thought I'd come on here because it's January and it's the new year. I wanted to get everything out and open and show you guys or tell you guys how I've done for the December budget plus the year basically. So while I'm getting all of my paperwork set up, it's gonna be at the bottom of the screen, be either here or here. I will be doing my setup for the budget of January. But while I'm doing that, I thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys very quickly and explain why I've been away and why I haven't done my budget for the end of December. So, with December, it is such a busy month with me for work. I work in a kitchen. I am a chef, or classed as a chef, but we do a bit of everything in the kitchen. So that includes pot wash, that includes desserts, and all of the other good stuff that you do in a kitchen. So it has been absolutely hectic. I worked on Christmas Day, I worked Christmas Eve, I worked New Year's Eve, and all the other days in between. I just managed to get Boxing Day off and New Year's Eve off, but I have had to go in and clean in the mornings as well. But today being the 2nd, it's my last official day of cleaning. I'm now officially just in the kitchen, so hopefully I'll get more hours. But with regards to hours, so I saved £160 and 61 pence last month with my cash envelopes and all of my tips, but I've had to put that back in my bank to cover some of the overage expenses that I spent on, like, myself, of course, that I spent from last month. And I've had to put the rest of it towards my January budget because my pay was a lot less than I thought it was going to be, and it would have left me so short. So I've had to put some of that in, but you won't be seeing that in this video. You will just see that I've earned such amount of money from my wage. I can't actually remember how much it is right now. And then you'll see obviously how I'm going to break all that down and how I am going to get it into this budget. But going back quickly to my budget in the side of December, I was meant to do it up until the end of this week. So my paycheck was meant to last until this end of this week. But because I've gone over on quite a lot of stuff, I don't have the money this week for my December budget basically. So how I do it is if it's a Monday and it's still in the same date as the month, I will include that in my cash envelopes and stuff. I did say on my last video that I was going to put it as just literally paying I was literally just going to pay my groceries, and then I was going to pay for my fuel for the first week, and then I was going to roll it over. And then any money I saved, I was going to just put it back into a sinking fund or something, because I was technically looking for a car. But my dad's bought me a new car, so I have a 57 plate car. It's not 2017, it's an 07 plate. But I have a new car, it's absolutely amazing. It actually runs and I haven't got no issues with it. So I'm now having to pay my dad off for the car. So that is another issue I have for the going forward with January. But I have got a few videos coming out. I am going to be doing a video on my goals for this year. I'm going to be doing a sinking fund video as well, and I'm also going to be doing a no buy January video because I am not spending any money in January, guys. I am skint. So I thought I'd quickly come on here and talk to you and quickly tell you what is going on while I set up my budget, because I'm literally going to be doing it on this chopping board right here because of the fact that I have got no room and my legs are killing me, so I cannot lay on the floor in the living room because we still have tree stuff out and we have a mess everywhere. So I'm just going to do it on here, as you will see in the video, and I will let you get on with that video now. So I'm going to go and I will put you on to that video now. So I will check in with you in a second. Bye. Hello my lovelies again. Right, so I have now set up my budget for January. So we're going to get straight into all of my pages. So I'm going to turn you over and we are going to get straight into it because I have places to go as usual, and it's like the 2nd of January, if I haven't already mentioned that, guys. So we have my cheat sheet is over there, which is useless for me, but we are going to go straight into it. So we have 3 incomes this time, guys. We have wages, we have my partner, who I'm just going to put as Richard, and then I'm actually going to include tips, but that is a guesstimate. And then I am going to obviously put my benefits as well. So then we have a total, and yeah, again, I cannot remember how much it was total. Right, so our total was meant to be 2,086.26, but because I want to add tips to this, it's not going to be. So if you just give me 2 seconds, I need to work out how much money I got coming in, and I'll explain that in a second. So guys, I remember how much it was now. So we have, for my pen will work, we have 1,036 and 88 pennies. The reason why it looks like it's so much is because, obviously, I've already mentioned, I had to put money that I'd saved from my sinking funds back into my bank to cover some of the money that I'd overspent last month, and to boost up my money for this month. Otherwise I would not have enough money. So we are going to budget. This is a 5-week month for me, so I'm going to budget 20 quid a week for tips. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 100. So that is right. So I'm going to budget 100, which is about £20 a week. Right, I can never ever remember how much it is, and it's just easier to look back in my book to remember how much. 219.38. So if we plus 219.38, now we were going to be having £2,086.26, but now we have £2,186 and 26. Now with regards to my fixed expenses and stuff, I don't know how this tips thing is going to work at the moment, but I'm just budgeting 100 at the moment, but I don't know how I'm gonna get this to work. So because at the moment my budget is showing minus, so we'll keep going on and see how we get on. So we have our bills. Now with regards to my bills, we have, I'm going to write them all down quickly and then just tell you how much they are. So just give me 2 seconds, guys. So there we are, guys, we have them all done. So my appliance cover, again, I am going to literally put the proper amounts on here of how much they are, and at the end of the month when I do my check-in with you, I'm finally going to do one, I'm going to put my actual amount of how much everything costs on here, obviously. But how I do it is I estimate, so I always add the change towards this and it will go into my sinking funds, and so I'm going to estimate it all in here and put the actual here when we are done. So we have an estimated of 18 for appliance. We have, I'm going to put 13 for this because it's gone up. I am going to be increasing, it's going to be increasing, but I can't remember when. So if I allow the extra money, then it's fine. My car insurance has gone up, and I didn't get charged for it last month, but yet again I spent the money when I shouldn't have done. So we have, my car insurance is now 52. Now this is the bad one. This is the one that's really messed up my budget. So my car tax, because I have now finally got a new car, I had to pay for 2 days of car insurance, car tax, and it was the full price. So with the 2 days I had to pay, I am gonna have to pay £42 in the middle of this month because of that. So I'm paying for this month and for the last 2 days as well. So our rent is going to be normal, and it's going to be £7.50. Then we have mobile, and that is going to be 32. Water is 38. Lenses 25. Co-op 110. Internet is 27. And our totals, if I look at my cheat sheet now, are 1,107. You will notice that I have not got the tablet, and I have not got Netflix this time. I've already transferred that money over to my partner before I did my budget, so that is not going to be included in this time, guys. So then we're going to turn over. Now we have, I'm going to pull you down a bit. Now we have our cash envelopes stuffing forum with our variables. So we are having, with regards to my variables, I'm going to move you over and tilt you a little bit. So I've got my leg literally laying right here, so I'm literally laying on top of the side. There we go. That's how we roll around here. So we have cash envelopes. Now, as you noticed, I only have 1, 2, 3 for my cash envelopes, guys. I have decided to do a no spend January. So January will have no extra money for cash envelopes. So that means no eating out, and no personal money, and no entertainment. Sorry kids, they've got enough things to play with. So I've decided to do that so I can keep on track, and I just couldn't fit it in my budget, to be honest. So I've decided to do a no spend January and try and get back on track after the disaster of December. So we have groceries, and then we have transport. Now I have obviously a new car, and it now takes petrol instead of diesel, so I have to always remember to actually put petrol in my car. I have not done it yet, so my partner did it for me the other day instead. So then we have household, and again totals. So with groceries, I am putting in £250 because it's a 5-week month. Then I am putting in 200 for fuel. I'm still putting that in, even though it probably should be a little bit cheaper on my fuel consumption. Then we are putting in I think I'm going to put 10. I meant 50 for our household. So that equals a 500 in total. And then at the end of the month, I will tally up all my weekly spend, and I will put it all along here for you guys as well. So moving on, we then have a creditors. So my debts are my big one, which is my credit card. And then I also have my car debt. My dad bought me a car, so we have a debt now to him. So we have budgeted 53 for my credit card, which is just above the minimum payment, or it will be. And then we have 200 budgeted to my dad for the car. So we have 253 budget. Obviously, if I get any extra money, or I decide to not put money into my savings, I will put it on here. But I will tell you every single week as well, guys. So hello my lovelies, I'm sorry I've got the tumble dryer on. Quick FYI, I completely forgot to put, haven't told my phone, I completely forgot to put here that I have got to pay my changing my insurance over, so I had to pay £47 for that. So that actually is going to increase this payment, but I don't really want to scribble it out, so I'm gonna just add it. So that is going to be an extra 47. So I'm just gonna go on my account tablet over here. So we have 253 plus 47. So that is actually going to be 300. So I'm actually going to put 300 to my debt this month, guys. Now I'll take you back to the proper video. Then we get into the complicated one, which I don't know how I'm going to work out onto here in such a tight little box. But we have sinking funds. Now, I have my little cheat sheet next to me, but I need to reach over and get it and try and not knock anything off the floor or onto the floor. I'm just going to try and grab it, guys. I'm so sorry if you can see legs and arms and stuff in the way. So I have my little cheat sheet down here. So I was just doodling, sorry. So with regards to this one here is my sinking funds, and this one is going to be from my tips, but I will explain that on another video. That's why I'm just literally trying to cover it over. But this is going to be my sinking funds with the money that I'm getting in from work. So obviously my tips here, I'm not going to actually include that into this budget, so I'm just going to put that in blue because that is not actually going to be included in the budget, but we're hoping we're going to get that in tips. We're hoping to get more than that, but we're hoping to get at least that in tips. So with regards to this is my sinking funds. I only have 2 on here. I did have more, but I can't actually afford to have more. So I was going to do a sinking fund setup video for the year, and I probably will still do that, but it just depends on how much I get. If I get enough money at the end from work, I can afford to put stuff in sinking funds. If not, I have to use my tips. So this month I've had to use tips and stuff. So we have sinking funds, and I'm gonna actually probably put them down. So we have a fund, we have a savings challenge, and I will go more into that in my next video of tips and savings and everything else. So we have savings challenge, and that is going to be number 1 because I do have another one that I really want to do. Then we have kids' birthday, and that is it for my savings. My sinking funds, obviously if I do put another one on, I'll add it on here, so I'm not going to do a total at the moment. Then, so because we have an estimated of 140, and then we have an estimated of £39.26. Now we will owe to this kids' birthday fund, we will owe £1.54 to this, but I'm hoping to probably get it from this groceries budget or transportation or household. I'm hoping I can put that money back into that so it won't affect it. So that is it, guys. That is going to be my December budget. That is it. That is how easy I'm doing it this month. I just really want to colour my doodling. I just don't really like it plain. Yeah, so this is going to be my budget, and this is how I am going to do it for this month, because I need to keep it very plain Jane, and so I will keep on track of it. And obviously me not having any available money to spend on myself will help me in the long run as well. So that means I will not go to the shop, which I haven't, and I will not need to, because obviously I will be on this budget for the whole month, and I will not go past it. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and bearing with me getting through this. I actually like how I've done it, and if you didn't know, I've just used my brand new paper bang thing that I got in December, and that's how I got over a budget so quickly. I'm just going to move my leg, I'm sorry. It's gone dead. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and bearing with me. I'm definitely going to try and get these videos out a lot more and a lot quicker, and get them recorded a lot earlier. So I'm probably going to do my January budget paycheck one with you guys tomorrow, which will be the 3rd. So with the kids about, I'm very sorry, but I will get that done with you, and then I will crack on with this month, because we are going to smash this month out, and I will catch you on another video next time. Love you, bye.